Hello friends, my name's Emile and welcome back to some more Forza Motorsport 6. Today I've got another race build for you and we are going to be using one of the new Porsches which came in with the Porsche pack. This is the 356A. It's a pretty little thing, isn't it? It's very tiny, I've just noticed that. So this is one of the first Porsches and yeah, it's got a little 1600cc engine, which I assume is from a Beetle, and yeah, it's a very old car, 1956 I believe. So that means of course we've got to go racing in it, and that means of course we've got to throw away the old engine because 60 horsepower isn't particularly great. 0 to 60 times 13.3 seconds is a lot better than I was expecting. Apparently it takes 90 seconds to get to 100 though, which is not good. So we're going to swap out the engine. Now we've got a couple of choices. We've got the Subaru Impreza 2.5 litre flat 4, a 3 litre flat 6. Now I'm not sure what this is actually out of. Some people have told me it's a mislabeled 3.8 litre from a Porsche 911, or it could be a Cayman engine. I'm not too sure personally. And there's also the 3 litre V8 Racing Ariel Atom engine. Now, I'm going to go for another sort of kind of sensible build, so I'm going to actually use the Subaru Impreza Flat 4 in this vehicle. It is rear-wheel drive. I think I'm going to leave it rear-wheel drive. We're going to try and keep this thing kind of light. We're of course going to want aero, which does look a little bit silly. To be fair, I always thought this thing had chrome bumpers, so I don't really know why it's got like little chrome strips but body-coloured bumpers. They look a little bit weird. So does that wing. That wing looks silly. And yeah, I'm not going to take the bumpers off it because it looks a little bit weird without them on it. So yeah, we're going to go for some tyres. We're going to go for race tyres for obvious reasons. Hopefully we're going to have enough PI to stick in brakes and stuff. 215s on the front, 225s on the rear. Oh dear. So this thing has tiny little tyres. I do not think it was meant for this particular class of racing. Just want to check how much... Okay, so that adds like a little hoop. I am going to have a roll cage. I'm going to hopefully have a gearbox. Oh, maybe not. Bollocks. Right. I think I'm going to throw this onto sport tyres and pray. Now, I don't usually throw vehicles onto sport tyres, but I am definitely going to need a gearbox and race suspension and a couple of other little things. So, yeah, it's unfortunately a thing we are going to have to do. I'm going to get the race anti-roll bars. I don't think this thing really needs much more power, so I'm going to sort of just go for some like little differences. I'm going to go for the race clutch because I don't know what the... Mind you, if it's got a new gearbox, maybe the gear shift will be a bit quicker. I'm not too sure. Some cars have like really weird gear shifts. The Lykan Hypersport is actually one of the worsts for it. Can we get anything else in? Yes, we can. We got to get a sports driveline in. Okay, let's do some quick little tuning to this car, and then we will get on the road with it and see what it is like to drive. Right, that gearbox is a bit too stretched out for me. I actually want one of my gears. I think I'm going to go for something like that, because the track I'm thinking of taking this to does appear to have some straights on it. We are going to lower that ride height down. All the spring setup and everything seems okay. I'm going to put a little bit more downforce into it just in case. Oh crap, yeah, we need a differential as well. That's an important part of this vehicle. I assume it definitely needs one because it's an old car. Okay, there we go. Anyways, let's go and take this vehicle racing. And I'm thinking of taking it racing to the new Virginia International Raceway, which again was added with the Porsche pack. Now, which one of these do I want to go for? There's a lot of layouts for this track apparently. A hell of a lot of layouts. I think I am going to go for the North track, and I'm going to go for it in sunlight because this car already is terrifying enough without the thought of actually having to go and race this thing in the wet. Let's put the driver tire difficulty up. Let's turn that off. In case you're wondering why it's a little bit off, I had to turn it down for a thumbnail. I think I was trying to get a thumbnail for one of the new We're going to switch it to rear-wheel drive as well. So only rear-wheel drive cars will show up. because I don't really want any four-wheel drive cars here, which should mean we get the acceleration on everyone else. But yeah, I think I was trying to get a thumbnail for the newest car review, and I reviewed 3 cars, so I tried to get 3 cars in the thumbnail, and usually if I need more than one car in a thumbnail, I will just switch the AI difficulty down to like New Racer and just brake in front of them until I can get a fairly decent shot. That's what I did with the Modern Muscle Car Showdown and I think at the Lamborghini Huracan review. This car looks so tiny. So what we got? Ferrari F40, Viper, 458 Italia, 458 Italia, sorry, 430 Scuderia. Now as always, I should say, I'm sorry, my speech is a little bit off today. We are going to select the Severe Setback mod because we need so we have more space to make up and it makes the racing a little bit more interesting. We're starting back here with a California T and an SLR McLaren. It sounds like a Subaru. Let's go. Right, off the line, we've got a bit of wheel spin, but it seems to pick speed up fairly well. The gears aren't quite as set back as I was expecting them to be, which is kind of a good thing. Usually for me it is a good thing. They might be a little bit too close together. I've just bashed into the back of a very, very expensive GT40. Now, I should confess, this is actually my first time actually driving this track, so if I am a little bit terrible at it, I do apologise, but I genuinely have never... God, I've never driven this track, I've never seen it in a game before either. I've never even heard of it, to be brutally honest with you. But there you go. Anyway, through there, it is, I'm not really sure what it drives like actually at the moment. Just let me actually get up to some relatively high-speed corners. Oh, okay. It's rear-engined, rear drive, of course, which does mean there is a little bit of rear-endiness. God damn it. I do apologise if you're a massive fan of this track. I should have really driven the track before I did this, but I figured to make this an even more sillier race build, I would actually drive the track for the first time while I'm at it. Okay, so straight line speed appears to be pretty good, although to be fair, we're sort of at the back with more of the track day cars, which are ridiculously quick around the Top Gear track, but as soon as you like put them against some straight line speed cars around a somewhat straight track, they get quite blown away. I'm sorry, I'm trying to focus on the way this thing drives. Also, ignore the paint. I decided to go for a very, very interesting paint colour on this car. I have no idea. Woo, okay, it does not like them downhill sections one little bit. Yeah, you have got to be a bit careful. Nope. I just went round on my own. There might be... I did throw the diff in, didn't I? Woo. That's odd. That's really, really odd. Basically, I'm coming off power there, down this hill, and it feels like the car just wants to push on. Like, it feels like the acceleration, the throttle, is still on, even when I'm fully lift off. Ooh! Okay, this is, yeah, this is definitely a Widowmaker. Oh my god, the front end's lifting up. This is a terrible car. This is awful. It's taken 9 minutes to do a lap. I should have really left it on 4 laps. Yeah, you can feel the front end lift in this vehicle. It is not very nice at all. We are basically on 2 wheels at the moment. Apparently we was quicker than someone. Well, sir, you're pretty awful. Oh my god. Yeah, this isn't fun. This really is not fun. I probably should have gone for the Atom engine, maybe. The Atom engine's a little bit lighter, which would have meant a bit less weight over the rear. The problem with the Impreza engine is it's a good engine. You know, it's pretty tunable. I think you can get about 700 horsepower out of it. The issue is it does weigh a fair bit. This thing is just drifting. Yeah, this is oh my god. This is not fun. Okay, I take back all of the nasty things I said about the Audi RS4 Avant. Right, this car compared to the Avant is it's much scarier than the Avant was. I mean, the Avant was terrible, but the Avant was terrible because it had ridiculous amounts of understeer. I would kind of like understeer in this car over what I've got at the moment, which is crazy oversteer. So yeah, I think this may just be the worst vehicle I've actually ever built for this series now. It's terrible. Also, the brakes aren't particularly good either. Ooh. It is quite a light car though, which is something. In a straight line, is right. I've got to be so careful down here on it because it really doesn't like this hill section. I think what was actually happening is it wasn't like the power staying on even when I'd taken it off, because that would be implausible. Oh my god. Yeah, this is a terrifying car to drive. I do not recommend giving this a go at all. It's completely terrifying. You know what it actually reminds me of, the way it drives? It reminds me of the rough CTI Yellowbird from Forza 5. You can actually see it. Maybe I should... I don't know. Hardening the suspension up could have had good effects and bad effects. If I made it stiffer, sure, it might cure some of the lean, but when the front end inevitably did come up, it would have made it a lot harder to recover. Although, to be fair, it's pretty hard to recover at the moment with the suspension being soft. Yeah, this is terrible. There's no real other way to say it. I'm going to go up the inside of the F50. We're up to 10th place. If I can go into single digits on my position, I would be quite happy. Yeah, this is not very good. It does remind me of the Yellowbird, just with a bit less straight line speed. I do wish they'd bring the Yellowbird back. I was kind of hoping they'd bring it back with the Porsche pack. For whatever reason, Rough is not in this game. I don't really understand why. Bit cheaty, but whatever. I'll take it. Go up the inside of the ZR1. Up the inside of an F40, giving it a little bit of a whack on the way back. So we're up to 7th. We are not going to get a podium in this because it's just awful. This track, though, I gotta say, off-road. There was a Baja Beetle. This isn't a Baja Beetle. I apologise for all the rewinding I'm having to do, but believe me, this car is it's not good. It really is not very good. If you just subscribed yesterday, I promise you I'm a better driver than this. It's just this car's wonky. Yeah, that's my excuse. Oh my god. It's terrible. It's so laughably bad. Yeah. It's... I would say try it for yourself, but honestly, just don't. Just seriously, do not try this for yourself. It is terrifying. This is officially the worst car I've had to drive. Maybe in Forza 6. There you go. And roll. Excellent. Of course, we had to roll it to finish it off. It looks a lot different now. Yeah, that was not fun. I do not recommend building a Porsche 356A with a Impreza engine in the back. Leave it stock, or... Well, actually, when it's stock, it's too slow. I don't know, use the stock engine, just do not engine swap it for the love of Christ, unless you're going to put the engine in the front. But anyway, friends, thank you all very much for watching. My name's been The Real Emile, and until next time, farewell.